So then we had what?
We're in a church, and James Storm is claiming he saved Sanada. Sanada was formerly a protege of the Great Muta, and Sanada turned on him because James Storm was saying, "You're better than that. I can save you. I can bring you to success if you just join me." And he
Turn you into the Great Sanada.
Turns him into the Great Sanada. And then there's a video package that accompanied it, basically repeating the same things. James Storm, that promo was a little bit long. I mean, you could have made your point with like about 50 less words. James Storm can cut a promo, don't get me wrong. But it's just too much filler. A lot of filler in the show. What's that?
That's in his theme song. That's
it is. That's right. That's right. I love his theme song. It reminded me of it reminded me of the. It reminded me of Firefly.
Kind of does.
The show Firefly. But yeah, it's just more filler, and like if anybody watches the show, you're going to see a lot of video packages, and so just bear with them, because if you haven't watched any TNA around this time or just forget, they'll help. So at least there's that. But there's a lot of them.
So then we got the main event. It's James Storm and Sanada versus
who?
The Great Sanada.
There you go.
Versus Great Muta and Tajiri. First things first is when Tajiri and Muta came out. First off, Tajiri looks way younger because he doesn't have his fucking beard and goatee. He
reminds me like of William Regal if William Regal was Japanese.
Then Muta and Tajiri spit the green and red mist into the air.
It looked really cool.
It did. So there were some good exchanges at the very beginning between Muta and Sanada. Mm-hmm. Storm shoves Tajiri, and then Tajiri kicks Storm, which Tajiri, known for his kicks, yeah. Tajiri grabs Storm's beard, and Tajiri does a springboard kick to Sanada on the outside. Tajiri and Sanada go under the ring. They come back in, and Sanada is choking Tajiri with a blue belt, and Tajiri has blue mist all over his face.
Would have been nice to see it.
Sanada does a snap suplex to Tajiri. Storm and Sanada clothesline, then knee drop kick combo to Tajiri. Sanada hits Tajiri with a stick, ? I didn't understand what the hell that was.
And why is Muta just standing there letting him do it? Not to mention the rules, you know?
Tajiri does a springboard elbow to Sanada. Muta comes in and does a dragon screw leg whip to Sanada. Muta hit and choked Sanada with the stick. Then Muta hits Sanada with a chair.
Rules.
Then Muta starts choking Sanada with a TV cable.
Rules.
Muta does this weird-ass elbow drop where he does like 3 extra motions and then just does his elbow drop. I don't get what the hell he was trying to do with that.
He's probably having a seizure.
Storm does a code breaker to Muta. Storm does an elbow drop. Then Sanada does a moonsault to Muta.
Mm-hmm.
Tajiri does a nice kick to Sanada. Tajiri and Sanada both miss their mists at each other. That sounds really odd. Muta and Tajiri double missed Sanada coming off the top rope. Then Tajiri does the buzzsaw kick to Sanada. Muta does the Shining Wizard to Sanada. So Great Muta and Tajiri win.
The match was not... It was okay. Before the match, Storm did another little promo. Again, these guys do a video package and then do a promo in the ring saying the same shit. God, it was getting annoying at this time. I'm glad it was the last match. Storm says that he took a boy, because they're called boys. When you're a protege in Japan, they're called boys.
Yep.
And they said he showed him the way, and he says, now I'm introducing the Great Sanada. And he came out with this really cool blue face paint with the Japanese writing on it.
Yep.
And at this point, I'm saying, because I didn't know who was world champ, I was like, well, where's the world title? I thought maybe James Storm had it. But no, we don't know who the champ was at this point. We think it's Lashley, maybe.
I think so, something like that.
Muta, with his mask, it looked like a character from Star Trek. Like, it looked like some kind of alien. I didn't know what to make of his mask. It looked like a metal mask. Like, it
was an alien or some sort of bug or something.
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
'Cause it had, like, fucking, like, legs on it. Like, it could be some sort of ant or...
Yeah.
Insect.
I'm sure it has some meaning. I just don't know what it is.
Well, Muta always does that with his mask. Has random masks like that above his mask.
What's up with all the finger tape on these Japanese wrestlers? Like, it was like covering all their fingers. Like, is there? I just thought you might have some thoughts on that.
No idea.
You saw it though. I mean,
Yeah, I know. I seen it.
yeah, I get it. Like when you have it around here, I guess. But like, okay. When I played drums in bands, I would have finger tape on parts of my hand where I would have most access to the stick because I don't want my fingers to get all blistered up. But like in Japan, or I'm sorry, in wrestling, there's not really a chance for your hands to get all cracked and dry, and I don't know.
I don't know. And then of course there was that one spot where Muta has, or where Sanada has his mist all over his chest.
Yeah, I mean, there's mist all over everybody's. Muta looks his age. It's not a detriment. I just remember him back in the late 80s when he was fighting Sting. And, okay, get this. So I was listening to Grilling with JR, and the reason either Muta didn't become a babyface and or the world champ was because the booking committee said something along the lines that we can't have a Japanese world champ. So he would have been great in WCW then. Because he was an attractive person below all the face paint. Jim Ross would always say that like girls always were attracted to the guy. So like that's one of the first things you would see from a babyface.
I wonder what they'd think of Liger too then.
I don't know, but like it just brought me back to that, and it's always a shame because like Muta and Sting tore the house down every time they wrestled. I wish I would have seen Tajiri and Sanada get the little spot where they were under the ring. I wish I would have seen that somehow. I don't know what the point of that was.
Well, I found the part that was funny is when they go under the ring, Muta and Storm are just like, what the fuck is going on here?
They're like, where are they? Like, they're under the ring, dude. What do you mean, where are they? The fucking okay, so when Sanada is hitting Tajiri with that whatever the object was, look at some white stick. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, the stick. I literally put stick ?
Okay, so Sanada is not on Muta's team. Sanada is hitting Tajiri right in front of Muta. Muta's just standing there.
That's true.
And then on the outside, there's continued use of the object, and then chairs and electrical wire. Referee, ring bell, please.
And then Storm's just standing there.
Yeah, Storm was a non-factor in this match, which is a shame.
He really was.
By the way, there's a horrible ref bump. Like, Jesus Christ, why even do it?
No need.
Yeah. This match wasn't all that great. The stuff afterwards too. The match itself, I'm giving a 5. Whatever. I really didn't care, honestly. At this point, I was like, okay, I just want to see how. Well, okay. I will say this: Muta winning, at least the comeuppance got towards the face. Okay, I'll give him that.
I gave it a 6.5 just because I gave that Novus match 6.5.
I couldn't do it.
The fans were into it.
Okay, but they've been into everything. At this point, I'm not sure what to make of it.
Oh shit. True.
Okay, so after the match, Storm or Manic runs out to the ring, and he and Storm jump Great Muta. Team 3D comes out for some reason
to save Muta.
I know, to save Muta, but like what? I actually have a thought about that coming up. Okay, so Team 3D comes out to save Muta. Storm takes the 3D, by the way, and takes it horribly. He does the cane bump, but his knee comes down. To me, the main event never got into anything past the second gear. All the guys are great, but this main event of the WrestleMania did not deliver to me.
I'll agree with that.
Hold on a second. Yeah, I mean, at least there's a story. Like you said, there's not much stories, but at least there was one in this one.
Yep.
But the match was boring, and then okay, so answer me this: why did 3D come out at the end? Why couldn't anybody else?
Well, because they wanted to sell the fact that 3D is the highlight of this show.
Okay, then why didn't they main event the show? There's no world title.
Logic.
Okay, this is not I give it a 5. Yeah.
Hubris.
Hubris. Shut up. Yeah. I figure if 3D was if Team 3D was going to come out at the end, why not have them main event the show, and then you don't have to worry about the run in, which makes no sense.
Great Muta, man. Great Muta.
Okay, but I'm sure there's plenty of other guys who could have come out and saved him.
Great Muta owns the promotion, man. He needs to be the main event.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, all right. I'm cool with that, but like Team 3D didn't need to come out.
I don't. That was TNA going, fuck you. We need to have the last.
The last laugh. Yeah. Yeah, I gave it a 5. Baseline.
Muta.
What about him?
He was kicking ass though.
No, we didn't do anything in this match. It's like
I agree. The match wasn't great. James Storm was like a non-factor.
He didn't do it. All he did was sit there like.
He took a back body drop onto the stage.
Oh, good for him.
Then him and Manic and Sanada tried kicking Muta's ass.
And he could at least taken that that fucking 3D bear knee. Did he put his knee down?
Took the cane bump.
He almost bumped sideways. I was like, what the fuck, man? This is the main event. That's the only thing that bothers me about it. This is the main event. The Team 3D would have been better off in the main event spot compared to this match.
Okay, so what are your closing thoughts on the show?
It was still a fun show. I enjoyed it. I'm glad I watched it, especially for the Team 3D moment that they had. Yeah, I still think they should have closed the show. But overall, none of the matches were horrible. Just little things here and there, and a lot in some matches where like you just don't. I just don't understand why the match was booked that way.
Ham slam.
God damn, I might have stole the show.
Ham slam, goddamn.
Yeah, I mean, I'm no booking expert. I'm just going by what I feel. I mean, these guys do this for a living. I don't. I'm just going by as a fan of what I watched. If anybody wants to watch the show, I would seriously recommend it. It is entertaining.
It is entertaining, correct. Just be aware that Novus match, you're not going to know anybody who in the fuck is in that match.
Yeah, you're also going to see a lot of video filler. But if you haven't, if you don't remember or have ever seen anything around this time, you're going to need it. So,
yes, I mean, I won't talk shit about that, but we're going to end this note by saying that you should go out and watch this show then. I thought it was a thumbs in the middle show. It had good moments. It had bad moments.
I think I'm a little bit above a sloth thumb.
Okay.
A little bit,
Okay, so you're leaning towards positive.
Leaning towards positive.
I'm right in the middle. I'm the bar.
You are the bar.
Yep. But all right, so we're going to end this note by just saying ham slam.
Slam a hammer.
And we're going to end this by saying, oh, my brother,
testify.